Alrighty, there we go. Cool. We're back. So, episode 3 of this Let's Play for Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. So we just finished last episode. Cleared out the cemetery. We spoke to the thieving little witch lady thingy who's given us a quest, and we went right out around the beach, the sunken village, and right around, and something I completely forgot about, rediscovered the mansion by the beach. So I think I'm starting to get a flu actually. I'll try to keep the sniffles to a minimum. But anyway, I really should check this. Yeah, okay, the stash is all sorted. Go and have a snooze, wait till everyone gets out of bed. Yeah, 20 to 7 should be enough. Okay, this guy's here. We'll talk to him first, but what I want to do before I do anything is just loot this little area around here, because there's a whole bunch of crafting materials for food and weapons, armor, etc, etc. Bunch of wood, leather, iron ore. Come on, you bastard. Really weird hitboxes on some of this stuff. It's the iron ore that I want the most. There we go. Alright, let's have a bit of a yarn with this guy, finally.
Welcome! In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables. I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business.
Alright, you're a representative of Camelot?
That's correct. My name is Killian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandits' problem, and also to encourage the keepers to fight.
If Camelot knows about the bandits, why didn't they send the army?
The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did with the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin.
Tell me about the situation with the tribes.
There are rumors that the Rita tribes want to unite, and that would mean open war with Camelot. As for those Pict savages, they've been growing bold, leaving their forest. For now, it's just been small skirmishes. But who knows how it'll end.
What happened with the Druids?
Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it.
They were killed because they were making human sacrifices?
Yep, made human sacrifices, prayed to the dark gods, brought the weirdness back. Bunch of bastards. Good thing they're worm food now.
Were all the Druids killed?
Most of them. The survivors have supposedly taken refuge with savages in the woods, and one of them is rumored to be hiding in the Horns area. But whether that was before or after the Charred Conclave, I don't know. Would you like to hear about him?
Yeah, sure.
His name was Slaudyard. He was lurking near Bloodlake, a small pond where they used to throw the bodies of executed convicts. They say he would fish them out and use his magic to turn them into undead monsters. Supposedly, he started needing some fresher corpses, so he slaughtered one of the keepers. The Horns organized a manhunt. They found him and sentenced him to death. People say that the moment his body touched the surface of Blood Lake, the water turned red and it's been scarlet since that day. Some say that Slaughterjag came back from the dead and seeks revenge. But if you ask me, it's just a tale by local simpletons.
A civil war?
I don't really have much more to tell. It's hard to get any updates here. I only know that the new Lancelot has not been very popular, and that's putting it mildly. The Witch Morgaine would have been burnt at the stake long ago if everyone weren't so afraid of her. And then we have the commoners who seem to keep forgetting their place, and loudly demanding changes. Everything is falling apart.
Sounds awesome. Alright. Well, I'd like to collect some bounties for random bandits.
Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, I want to hear all the details. Here's a reward, but promise you'll tell me everything. Again? You really like killing, don't you? Do you shoot them with arrows from afar, or do you prefer to get right up close and watch the light fade from their eyes? I have so many questions, but for now, here's your reward. Incredible! You're a born killer, aren't you? Instead of just taking out bandit scum, how about hunting something bigger? There's an ogre, a really nasty son of a bitch, holed up in a nearby brook. I've heard that one swing of his hammer can turn a bear into a bloodbath. As you can imagine, the keepers aren't too keen on dealing with him, even though the ogre roams just off the main road to the north. When Galahad arrives, he certainly won't be pleased. If by some miracle you manage to kill it, you'll earn Camelot's gratitude and a hefty reward. Bring me the ogre's shiny eye as proof of the kill. The brook is right off the King's Road. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Alright, any more bounties?
You're my favorite killer.
Alright, that's all the random stuff. Alright. How many people have been claiming the bounties?
None so far. The keepers don't want to risk being turned into pincushions for a mere 10 gold pieces. Besides, the captain banned them from leaving the Horns of the South without a good reason. Too many bandits and not enough keepers.
That must get boring for you.
Oh, you have no idea. When I heard they were sending me south, to the very place that's crawling with bandits and barbarians from the tribes, I imagined I'd be a little closer to the action, you know? Fighting, gushing blood, screams and such like. I thought the veterans would be showing me their scars and stumps and telling me tales of how they lost their eyes, ears and limbs. Or even better, how they were ripping open throats and bellies. Instead, the only stories I hear are when those fools break their own legs when they get drunk and fall off the walls.
If you like hearing about fighting so much, why aren't you a warrior?
I could be, but many people can swing a sword, but only a few have as sharp and bright a mind as I do. It's just that some people were made for fighting, while others are destined for greater things. Besides, watching and listening gives me enough satisfaction without needing to risk my life.
Blood, scars and stumps. Those are your fantasies?
Yeah, I've been like this since I was a child. The moment an execution is over, I'm waiting for the next one. And there are quite a lot of them in Camelot. And I like to watch where Mum punished the servants with a whipping. It's just how I am.
What if nobody claims the bounties and the bandits roam freely?
Well, Camelot would send a group of knights with Sir Galahad at the head. And he's not interested in half measures. He'd probably burn down half the garrison. Or hang them. He's done both. By the way, did you know that people who are hanged rarely die from strangulation? Usually the sudden jolt causes the backbone to snap, which separates the head from the body. A while ago I saw someone hanged in the village, and it's true. One snap, and it's done.
Fantastic. Well, so Galahad sounds like a force to be reckoned with. I don't know, does he? Sounds like a dangerous madman.
No matter what you say about him, he's very efficient. Brutal, even by my standards, but efficient.
Well, the fact about hanging was quite interesting. Do you have any other tidbits like that?
Oh, sure, plenty. Did you know that apparently if you cut off someone's head, they don't die straight away, but remain conscious for a few moments?
Interesting. Anything else?
If someone dies in a damp, closed-off space, sometimes, but very rarely, their body creates a thin layer of wax on the surface of the skin.
Really? Do you have anything else?
I heard that a body decomposes in water 4 times faster than on land.
Does it? Anything else?
I need to think. If I remember anything, I'll let you know.
Oh, I'd like to collect a reward for bounty bandit leaders.
Oh, someone finally checked out the notices I was posting on the board. Go chop off some heads. Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
Fucking hell, the sound got all weird there. You can tell that was done sort of post-production in a different studio with a different microphone. Alright, bounty board. Bounty, the head of Senan the Giant. Alright, the head of Silent Cilia. This is the one I'll do last. The head of Fingerless Colm. What a champion. And the head of old Rusty Argdal. What a tiger. Alright, cool beans. Yep, that's all the bounties. Cool. Alright, now I want to talk to this blacksmith.
A peaceful moment. Oi, friend. A question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole. Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
I just want to have a look at your shop real quick. Yeah, basic arrow recipes. I'll grab that. Just regular weapon making. Fantastic. And iron long spear, iron spear, and machete. There we go. So look at the price of this. 18 gold per wood. 10 gold for copper ore. 30 gold for iron ore. What a fucking rip-off. That's why I'm spending so much time. Like if I spot iron ore deposits and things like that, I'll just mine it myself. I'm not going to buy this shit. Unless I have to in a pinch. Anyway, how to forge iron without making a fool of yourself, volume 2. That's the iron long spear, and machete. How to forge iron without making a fool of yourself, volume 1. Battle axe, hatchet, and broadaxe. And the art of making arrows, volume 1. Yeah, just basic wooden, copper, and iron arrows. Alright, now if I've got some copper, yeah, I've got a bit. Good, now iron. +5 damage. They're a bit stronger than so the wooden arrows +1, copper +3, iron +5. But I do want to keep, like I said, all the iron. There we go. Yeah, just get that handcrafting up a little tiny bit. Yeah, just leave wooden arrows on for now. Okay, you don't get many visitors?
Oh, not really. Especially since we went into a lockdown a while ago. People used to come and go. Now and then a ship would make a stop at the village below, but nobody's really come around since. Well, since the entire shit show that's going down everywhere. Now that I think of it, you're the first they've let in. What'd you do? Who did you bribe?
Oh, I've got this pin.
Oh, so you have friends in Camelot. Good for you.
You recognize it?
Of course I do. Those pins are peak craftsmanship, and very rare at that. We only gave them out on Camelot's orders. But when I look at you, well, it's pretty obvious you wouldn't be able to beat a knight. And even if you found one already dead, you'd sooner nick his armor than a pin you knew nothing about. Either way, good for you.
Alright, you mentioned you're on lockdown?
Yeah. After we lost 2 squads trying to take back the All-Mother's Temple from the Dalrita, our captain decided that nobody leaves the Horns. Then, he shut himself in his office, without leaving us any orders. Virgus is trying to keep the lads occupied, but... just look around. Half of the people here are losing their minds, and the rest are losing their wages on drink.
Oh, you said there's a shit show going down everywhere? What do you mean?
Sometimes I wonder, how many things can go wrong at the same time. They say that misery loves company, but here, it's like we've done something to anger the gods, and they're taking their sweet revenge. First, we started hearing that the weirdness was spreading near Grubwood. Soon after that, we saw waves of bandits approaching from there. Desperate people. They took a lot of our territory. Then, the Dalrita tribes took over the All-Mother's Temple. And after that, the supply chains from Camelot collapsed for some reason. And so on and so forth. We're in quite a pickle, my friend. We've started betting on what's going to happen next. Sea monsters? Who knows?
The weirdness started spreading near Grubwood.
Yes. That damn forest north of here was already cursed and creepy. But now, I've heard it's an entirely different level of crazy. They say that some men here started going dark up north. With that, the weirdness started moving. And when the weirdness gets here, well, we're fucked. But you know that. Every child has heard the stories.
I just arrived here. Tell me more about these bandits.
Truth be told, most of them are just people desperate to survive. When the villagers started dying out because of the weirdness, hunger, or rage, they lost their livelihoods, ended up with nothing to their names, and nowhere to go. So they banded together and started raiding whatever was left. Then they turned to killing each other. They're like rabid wolves. Too bad they're here now, too.
The Dalriata took over the All-Mother's Temple?
That's... I don't know. It's hard to explain. They kept to themselves, perched in the mountains near the Forlorn Swords. Then something happened, and suddenly we saw ships arriving near our eastern shores. A couple days later, the tribes took over. One good thing is that the bandits aren't up to fighting with them. One bad thing, we aren't either.
Fair enough. Anything positive going on around here?
I heard that dew fell down the stairs and didn't break a single bone. So that's a start. Other than that, no, I can't think of anything.
Alright, you got any work for me?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle. Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either.
There must be something I can help you out with.
Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is.
Sure, teach me.
Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. but perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Alrighty, so I'll just chop, hopefully I can chop these out pretty quickly. Corpse Eater armor, so Corpse Eater rags and a Corpse Eater cap. And the Corpse Eater cap. Choose up a bit of iron. It's a broken item, no dice. No dice. There we go. Corpse Eater rags. Gotcha. 11 to 13. Alright, I made the armor based on your notes.
Well now, that's not half bad. Not half bad at all. Solid work, and you didn't skimp on the details. You've nailed the basics. So how about we try something a bit fancier, huh?
Alright. Festering chest guard and a festering helm. Festering chest guard. Gotcha, first go. And a festering helm. Boom, he's on fire. Handcrafting up to 15, very nice.
Damn, you're getting the hang of this quicker than most. Tell you what, you've earned the chance to try something more advanced. Now, I've got a pattern I've been sitting on, and if you get it right, you'll have armor so good, even I might get jealous.
Alrighty. This is where I'm probably going to run out of Drowner's tongues, probably, and iron. What was it I needed? A Drowner's carapace and a Drowner's conch. Alright, I get 2 goes at this, or 1 go because of the tongues. Oh, got it. Crack. Beautiful. Okay, and I'm out of Drowner tongues and leather. Alright, leather I can make pretty easily. Don't know why it's not giving me the opportunity to... It's all boosting the crafting. Alright, so I'm just going to whack this stuff in the stash, before I do, now that I've got a wood cutting axe. So chopping blocks like this, all this wood, it sort of regenerates, or what's the word? So it comes back bit by bit every 12 hours or every 12 hours. So yeah, if you check it every 2 or 3 game days, just have a chop, you'll never run out of wood. Now I can't remember if in previous episodes so far I've rated these. I didn't. Alright. Shoes of the Waning Moon. Oh, I need to go back and watch that bit. I can't remember what it was I donated to the shrine to get that. Alright. Yeah, keep all that stuff for now. Okay, let's have a look at some armor options. See if there's anything that... I believe dexterity is going to get leveled up soon, but yeah, I kind of want to look cool at the same time. Yeah, I don't have a looter's mask yet. Yeah, I need to go on a selling rampage. Alright, let's do that. Talk to this guy again.
It's nice to have a break.
Alright, just get rid of all the duplicates. Rusty short sword, all the way there. Plenty of them. 3 gold apiece, nice. Grindelow hammers, only 1. So I've got a couple of spare pickaxes. Some spare shovels, spare wooded cutting axe, to get rid of that. Broken broadswords, 4 gold apiece. Fishing rods. Right, they're all unique. I don't sell these, but there. One, two. Yeah, so like I said previously, you can cheese this with really get a good, like, and I'm talking a shitload of things. Just basically every piece of loot you come across. Stash it. Get your respec potions. Put all your points into practicality, I think it is. So you get a massive sell price, and then sell it all at once, and then you're super rich. But yeah, I don't know, I just don't want to do that. It's just a shame I've got a really, really shit memory now. These are not enchanted, so just get rid of them. We're going to keep all these. We're going to play around with them towards as we do more of the Horns of the South. Two pearl necklaces. Okay, it's kind of a unique item, but it's trash at the same time. And the horseshoe, yeah, I'm not sure if that's, like I said, if that's something to do with Kingdom Come Deliverance or this game. You collect horseshoes and make your horse better. So I'll just hang on to that for now. Okie doke. Well. Yeah, I really am getting a flu. I'm sort of dead in the brain at the minute. Now, I don't think I've talked to her yet at all.
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? You don't look like one of them.
Oh, you seem a bit angry.
Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me.
Alright, I might, but not for free.
Straight to the point, huh? Don't worry, I'll pay you. And who knows, you might even get a discount on my wares.
It'd be better if you show us your tits. What do you need?
I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already.
I'm afraid I don't have access to the captain.
Right. What was I thinking? You wouldn't. You're new here, right? Shit. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit if you need anything.
Alright, what do you got for sale? Cool, so she's got a bunch of sort of tools, sketchbook, spyglass, pickaxe, woodcutter's axe, nice and cheap, shovel, fishing rod, torch, and some enchanted armor here. Now I'll buy this at some point, just so that I've got the set. And a whole bunch of lockpicks. Now I'm not sure if I can make my own lockpicks. So I'll just quickly check that.
Nothing bad happens today.
Not that I've ever ran out, but it's probably God damn, it really is a Skyrim clone. You can't make your own lockpicks. Unless there's a recipe that I haven't got yet. Oh yeah, this is a the Knights in the Cemetery quest. Yeah, the Knight's armor. And I didn't have a look at this Revenant stuff either. Increased melee damage and weak spot damage. Yeah, it weighs a bit though. Flaydrowner gloves, hat, carapace. No pants though. Yeah, it's funny how the knight's breastplate stuff is all stamina related, but it fucking weighs so much that you know, you only get to dash once, so what's the point in having all these stamina boosting things if you can't avoid hits? Now I suppose you can make the argument, oh, but you're in heavy armour, you can tank a few hits. But easy come, easy go. Again, best to not get hit. Alright, let's go run through her dialogue, finish it off. Who are you?
Name's Orla. I'm a merchant. Or I try to be, when my business isn't being held hostage by a bunch of idiots who seem to be terrified of women. What was I thinking when I decided to leave Timberwall? Should have stayed there.
Tell me about Timberwall.
You've never been to the merchant capital? Well, you didn't miss much. Yes, it's rich and extravagant, but only if you're rich and extravagant, too. Other than that, it's a place like any other. The same pain and misery hiding behind gilded walls. It's not as exciting as people think. Or, well, Maybe it is, if you like living with a bunch of backstabbing crooks. Yeah, now I remember what I was thinking when I left that place.
So you're on your way back home?
I have no home in Timberwall. Well, we have an estate, but it hasn't felt like home for a long time. I feel like every time I go back, I recognize it less and less. The people are getting greedier and more desperate by the day. Business is slow, I'm not gonna lie. With the weirdness creeping in from the north and bandits everywhere, trade's just not as profitable as it used to be. But, I don't know. Being a merchant from Timberwall used to mean craftiness, taking risks, looking for opportunities. Now, they only care about keeping their heads down and preserving their fortunes.
I sense there's a story behind those backstabbing crooks.
Not really. It's more of a requirement if you ever want to be successful in Timberwall. My family is full of them.
You must have some stories from your time on the road.
Oh, love, plenty. And almost none of them happy. I'll never forget the first time we stumbled upon a place after a cloud of the weirdness oozed through. It was a small settlement, just a few houses. There was this odd, bitter taste in the air. The place was completely abandoned. Or so we thought, until we started finding them, one by one. A man who tried to chop off his legs after they started sprouting antlers. Another one who gouged his eyes out so he wouldn't have to look at his child melting into the floor. A woman in the farthest corner of the settlement managed to stab herself in the heart before it got to her. I almost dropped it all and ran back to Timberwall that day. I'm still not sure why I didn't. I guess giving up just isn't in my nature.
Oh, maybe there's something I can help you with.
You do realize you won't score any points with the Keepers by helping me, right? Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it takes to be a merchant in this sorry world. The things we have to do sometimes aren't exactly done according to the rule book.
I don't care as long as I'm getting paid.
All right. A woman named Nest has my cargo and I need it back. I don't know where she is, but starting the search near the Arkspire seems like a good idea. And yes, you'll get paid. Just bring me the wares.
Alright. See you later.
Off you go.
Right, so she gets a journal entry. Anyone I missed? Yeah, she gets a journal entry, but the blacksmith doesn't. There we go, a bit of info on her. It's weird how she's got different hair there. Killian. Don't think I read his out yet. Sunken Village, yeah, I've been through that. Was there anything in here? Flame Gobblers. Yeah, I missed that from last episode. Yeah, all caught up. Great. Alright, so that's you done, the blacksmith done, the bounty hunter done. I think one of those dudes over there has a quest. Now, there's a priest over here. I figured this out in my sort of refresher last week.
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul.
Thank you, but I've already been blessed with tongs, pincers, fire.
What do you mean, my child?
It must have been a long time since you visited the island asylum.
Indeed, my child. I have served in the Horns of the South since I turned 20. So, it's now my 40th year in the service of Kai and this noble abode. As for the asylum, I only know as much as my brothers deem necessary to relay to me in their letters. I only receive reports on their progress towards curing the Red Death. I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your blasphemous words without proof.
Well, here's your proof. Is this enough?
Father Leon. I knew him in my youth. He was my mentor, a truly devoted servant of the Prophet. Back then, he was already showing signs of being overly devoted, let's call it. He followed the word and the word alone, which might seem commendable, but it doesn't necessarily make for easy, everyday communication between brothers. He answered questions with quotes. Can you imagine? We never knew whether his faith was truly that strong, or if he was just mocking us. So, this letter, well, it doesn't prove much. It's true that it's written in a normal way, and not using quotes, but the seal matches, and the handwriting too, so I dare not question its authenticity. I dare say, however, that Father Leon's devotion might have turned into madness. Why shouldn't it?
Oh, what do you think of the weirdness?
It's a sickness, a corruption, but also a mystery. Many of my brothers would call it a curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder, did Kai not teach us that all things have a purpose? That even suffering carries wisdom? The weirdness twists and warps, yes. It consumes and it takes. But it also gives. Life grows in its wake. Strange and terrible, but life all the same. If we are to fight it, we must first understand it. And that is what frightens the Church most of all. Understanding.
All right. Well, are the horns prepared to? Are the horns prepared to fight the weirdness?
As prepared as any men can be against something they barely understand. Swords and fire will hold back beasts. But what of the creeping rot that twists flesh and mind alike? But there is one thing. The Excalibur they keep here. It has not been wielded in an age, yet the weird does not creep near it.
How come?
Well, even as it rests upon its pedestal, the air around it remains untouched. The tendrils of corruption that strangle stone and steel refuse to claim it. The keepers may not see it for what it is, but I do. There is power in that blade. Something ancient, something beyond the Church's teachings. And if it truly holds back the weirdness, then perhaps it was never meant for men alone.
All right, so you feel safe here?
Safe? No. But safer than most, I suppose. But tell me, what is safety, truly? A stronghold? A weapon? A prayer? I've seen men with all three fall just the same. So no, I do not feel safe. But I do feel watched. And sometimes that is enough. Certainly. Kai's blessings know no bounds. But sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
Yeah, sweet. So he sells a few things, a couple of spells, impenetrable shield, mother's embrace. I will buy these eventually because I'm not aware of anywhere you can get them in the wild. But yeah, if you ever need monster brains or monster blood, there you go. And he's got a copy of the 7 Commandments if you ever lose your own and you want another one.
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
What a champion. Alright, he gets a journal mention. There we go. He's a ignorance is bliss kind of guy by the sounds of it. But if you have a chat with him again, that changes.
I thought about what you showed me. Thank you for trusting me.
Why the sudden change? I thought you didn't believe me.
I heard rumors a long time ago, back when I was still an acolyte, about the sealed, pitch-black dungeons from which you could hear howling, rattling of chains, and other mysterious noises every night. The mere description of them could frighten a young man. Back then, I thought it was nothing but a tale to scare new adepts into obedience. But several years ago, a traveler came here. He was looking for information about his pregnant wife. She was supposed to go to the island asylum to treat the early symptoms of the Red Death, and we were already quite adept at suppressing those. No wonder her husband was hoping for her safe return. But if she never came back and vanished without a trace, well, it made me wonder. And now this letter. I've decided I can't keep turning a blind eye to what's been happening. It's against the word.
Oh. Katrin and her son died in the dungeons. I saw their remains.
That's very bad. More evidence that both you and the letter are telling the truth. Her husband is probably around 50 years old now. He came from Quanacht. So if you ever meet him, please pass this information on to him. And assure him that old Regan from the Horns of the South offers any support he may need.
So did you come to any conclusions?
Ah, yes. I wrote to the prior to send another acolyte in my place. I told them I wanted to end my service and retire. But, well, in truth, I'll go to the prior with the letter you gave me. It's time to honor the memory of Father Leon and bring this matter to an end. To do justice to all those suffering in torment in the island asylum. In the meantime, I am still at your service, my child. What can I do for you today?
Nothing.
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
Alright. There we go. So he gives a quest to talk to some dude in Quinac, the pregnant woman's wife from the start of the game in the prologue at the asylum. That's the word I was looking for. Sheep's head. Alright, so I think that's enough dialogue. That's about half an hour or so of just talking to people and stuff like that. So let's do Rusty Ardal. And if I go there, yeah, Blood Leech. Cool. Just getting a muscle memory for changing. Alright, so old Rusty, he's near a place called the King's Road, I think it's called. Alright. Get a deer pelt. Didn't get any didn't get any bloody antlers though. Alright, let's just kill these guys real quick. Oh, he just got me. That's a long leap you got on you, mate. Alright, so this guy's an outlaw, so he'll give branded skin, so you get a always get a bit of gold for them. The peasants, no branded skin. But we've got the first looter mask. Finally. Increased critical chance by 3%. Plus it looks pretty cool. Yeah, looks like a proper bogan. Straight out of Frankston. Down on the Frankston pier with a fishing line in one hand and a VB stubby in the other. There he is. There's another dude around here somewhere. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Is it deer or is that wolves? Wolves. Yes. So you can see the effect the stat points, all the skill upgrades and things like that are having. Just being able to dance around a little bit easier. It's always handy. Is there anything in here? No. Oh, but there was this guy that I killed over here somewhere. Oh, don't tell me his corpse disappeared. Ah, here he is. Cool. Alright, let's start with the buildings, and we'll start from here and work our way down to Marg's shack. Just look for because there's a couple. They're not super great, but there's a few items here and there. Fool's Rush, Claymore. Let's have a look at that Claymore, two-handed sword. Fucking expensive swing though, 22 stamina cost. Oof. Fool's Rush, so freezing or chill build up. And a small pebble makes a distracting noise. Have you dudes got anything on you? Some whispers from Arthur here. Probably because I triggered the King's Road. The King's Road has clearly seen better days.
I suppose it has. A pity it has become a hunting ground for bandits. But do not worry, my friend. Let us walk this path and make me whole again. I will restore this island to the glory it deserves. The King's Road included.
What a champion. Alright, so that looks like one of those dudes. Is that a Titan from that was like pushing the sort of windmill contraption at the island asylum when we were getting out with King Arthur's soul. Right, anyway, yeah, we just went in here. What's that? Oh, another shovel. Ah, an alchemy area. Nothing of interest there. Bunch of ingredients though, there we go. Alright, so got a building just here, nothing. love that. just, just how they changed to from arrow to sword, sword to arrow. It really slows down their momentum. So I just got to remember I was up to the alchemy building up there. Yeah, fucking this bow need to put some points into archery.
You're no match for our band.
It looks like I'm fucking you up though, buddy. Ooh, good dodge.
Your wealth is you're only making me angrier.
Fantastic. What are we at? 89, 165. Alright, now, I think... Oh, peppermint. Almost missed that. Potatoes. What have we got over here? Carrots. Could have sworn there's like a loot box somewhere around here. Huh. Oh well. But yeah, there's Marg's place. Maybe it was here. Yeah, the pigs. Just get these deer again real quick. They keep respawning. Good, antler fragment. That's what I want. Don't know where the other one went. Fuck him. There's a Grindelow. Out of stamina. Got greedy. Alright, let's have a look at this bottom end there. Little bandit camp. What do you got for me? Parrying gauntlets. Now, I've never been good at parrying in any sort of game. So, I mean, I'll show them, of course. There they are. So it enhances the parrying window, or just makes parrying easier. Now, I've never been able to get the hang of it. Souls, fucking anything. The best I can do, the best I can master is Skyrim's mechanic with the shield bash when someone's charging at you. Right, so this one we haven't been in, I don't think. Where's the house with the alchemy? Ah, here it is. I knew there was a box I was missing in the area somewhere. Just didn't realise it was back up here. Okay, that's the alchemy one, so we haven't been in this one yet. And of course there's nothing there. Right, we've just been down that way, so... Clear out the houses on this side now. Some fish. Feathers and a poignard. Now I think like a poignard, I don't know, it's kind of like a fencing sword, I think. Like it looks like a fencing sword. Where's the short? There it is. Yeah, let's not have different short swords equipped, or it's just unnecessarily carrying an extra 2 kilos if I do that. So that was that house. A loot box here. Ragged Nobleman's Doublet. Right, now the King's Road's down there, but there's also some dudes here. Look, I'll just rush them.
Say your prayers. You'll have to do better than that. I'll take you down with me. Your gold belongs to us.
Alright, one at a time. You cunt, you're fucking shooting arrows at me. You're actually
This is my lucky
in some
day.
decent armour. See how they stop? They think you're moving away, and they change to they change their weapon. Now there's one more. He hangs out over here, doesn't he? Maybe not. Yeah, I do need to cook some food though. I'm out of pretty much everything. Let's have a look at mashed potatoes. We can do a bit of hunter's stew. There's some cabbage rolls. What about Beggar's Fare? Nah. There we go, Sewell's Delight. That's why you collect the crabs. 102 health over 60 seconds. It's not a bad food item. There we go. Got plenty now. 6, 8, 10, 15. About 20. Alright. Now, was there a bit of lore? Maybe it's up here somewhere. There's like a note. Ah, here. 2 drowner tongues. That's good to see. Letter from a shady merchant. There we go. M. You can bring me the hangman's tongue though. Might be useful. Right, looks like we're doing Rusty with the weirdness out, so this will be an interesting fight. Oh yeah, Fingerless Comb, one of the other bandits, he's up there, but I want to leave him for now because that fight, he's not particularly difficult. What makes it a tough fight is there's no room to maneuver. Spoiled meat. I could have sworn there was a piece of lore related to this pillar. I don't know. Anyway. Let's head back over to the King's Road. Yeah, I've got some cobweb if I need to drop some in a pinch. Now these guys being knights in heavy armour, they should give some decent amount of cobweb and unidentified items. But they are a lot stronger, or they hit harder, I should say. Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Don't try that again, just in, out. There you go, cop that, buddy. Unexceptional. Oh. Yeah, so on the humans, that's the weirdness, the ethereal cobweb. What a champion. Alright, we do have a level up though. And I am going to take endurance, extra health, extra carry weight, extra stamina regeneration speed, or an extra 1.5 per second. So yeah, more regeneration per second. Alright, so am I done with movement? Yeah, I'm not really interested in slide. Sliding's good if you're all like a dual wielding dagger sort of assassin type character. That's really good. I could practice with the bow, but yeah, not really for me right now. Now I'm thinking stamina. Get some more stamina so I can dance around more, especially when fighting a crowd, or bows. Now the stamina cost of holding a drawn bow is reduced by 50%. That is a pretty good bonus straight there. The next point takes it to 90%. So that's going to be a big help with this fucking great bow. No, I don't want to put fuel on the fire just yet. I do want to make sure I've got copper arrows, just so I can get just a tiny bit of extra punch. Now these turd burglars are pretty easy to fight. The archer will just shoot at me. Just got to dancer it now. They've got big The guys with the hammers, they've got a really long lunge attack. Just got to not fall off the bridge. Regenerate those dashes. Fuck, motherfucker. Oh, don't run away, I was just having fun. A little archer duel there. I win. Quick. Where's the other dude? Ah, I've gone super fat. Alright, now I'll chuck some web in the fire. Just to drop off a few things. Hunting bow. +2. Right, now that's interesting. Right, doesn't hit as hard, but the stamina cost. It's going to be a little bit more forgiving. Oh yeah. Dickhead. Gotta drop all your stuff off. That, and that. Alright, those. You can go away. That'll do. This will last a while, so. Actually, I think the damage per second has just gone up dramatically. Just being able to hit quickly, if I could hit them. He's a dog bastard. Let's not try too much fancy stuff. Look at their eyes. Fucking creepy fuckers, aren't they? Fuck, this guy just dropped weird plasm. Ugh. Where is he? Ah, there he is. Trick shot. Boom. Got that, champion. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3 more of them. Oh, that's all rusty. I fucking hate this. I'm just trying to do that so I don't fucking dash backwards off the fucking bridge. I can sort of see him there. Motherfucker. Big hit. Cop that, Chief. What do you reckon? Now, broken arrows, I don't think I've mentioned this before. You can actually recycle them. For every 20, you get a stack of 10 arrows back. Is that it for the weirdness? Alright. There's a few more of these shitbags around. Try and fight them. All three.
I'll fight till I die.
Fucking hell, he fucking healed before I could kill him.
Tis just a flesh wound. Show me what you're made of.
Alright, one down.
You're no match for us.
Let's leave. Just ignore Rusty.
Tis but a scratch. This is going to...
One-on-one, Tiger. I can dance around all day, can you? Oh, he can too.
You're no match for our band.
He's got this big sort of lunge bash.
Your gold belongs to us. You'll regret this. We'll make short working. This is going to hurt.
yeah, cop that. Alright, let's loot up. Just keep an eye on the weight because we probably will get overloaded. And there's the rest of the King's Road. Sen and the Giants just on the other side there. Sealer the Silent, I think that's a castle just over there. That's where she is. Alright, give me all the good stuff. Yes, cooking items, crafting. Yes, iron ore, deer pelts. Fool's Rush, coats weapon inflicting chill. Hey, hello, what have we got here? Well, let's have a look at some of these items. Right, the Crippling Core. Charged by dealing damage to enemies 0 to 1000, instantly stagger the selected enemy for 8 seconds and increase damage dealt to them by 33% until they recover. Too much hassle, so I'll probably never use stuff like that. Flasks of Havoc, a guide to splash concoctions. Author Brian the Restless. Oh yeah. Those like little handheld petrol bombs almost. Sounds like something my character should be using. An old bogan bras. What do we got there? Frost arrows. The Bone Club, so this is Rusty's weapon. Two-handed, 7 strength. After killing an enemy, attacks cost 50% less stamina for 8 seconds. Now that's actually pretty good. 28 stamina for that, and that'll drop to 14. So any two-handed people out there, like, this is a pretty good weapon to be using. Alright, I just got all that. What about all this? Carrot. Get the carrot. I've looted that dude. Was there anything in this tent? Yes. Alright, you can see why I want to collect all this stuff, because I've run out of potions that I had equipped, and I was chopping through my food there. Actually, I'll just pop one now just so I get a heal going. Now the Phantom Helmet, I remember this. This sucks. A helmet with 10 charges that protects against a single instance of damage per charge. Now the way that reads, you get hit 10 times on the head, on the body, I don't know, but let's just say the head, you get hit 10 times on the head, it'll do no damage. After that, the item becomes useless. So, I don't know, if you can dance around properly and not get hit, you should be fine. Now, there's a little, I almost forgot about this. Cheese bun, restore 60 health over 60 seconds. Bleeder's Rogue, the Perilous Orb +2. Increase critical chance by 3%. Increase critical damage by 11%. Now that I'm almost certainly going to use at some point. Don't miss that. Good ring. Oh god, I'm busting for another shit. Oh, our fire went out. God damn it. We're probably close to capacity too. Alright, well, there's an alchemy station over there. Oop. If I don't have enough potions, strong health potion, small health potion +3 is stronger than a strong health potion. I'll take it. Alright. In fact, I might put flame, bleed, we'll go out this way and I'll take on Fingerless Column. Like I said, he's tricky. I'm not confident I'll be able to do him first time. Yeah, the character himself, he's not that a tough fight. It's just it's the terrain here. So like one bad dodge, one bad dash, and you go over the edge and die. Boom. Cop that, buddy. These guys are all in light armor, so I shouldn't hit the encumbrance limit. And we'll walk past some loot there. Where is he? Oh, he's over there.
Watch your backs. I will burn you.
Right, alchemy station. Treasure box. Very good. Now the hunting trousers. Decreases the stamina cost of dashes while a bow is equipped. It's alright, but once you get your stamina high enough, not really needed. And that's what I'm currently focusing on, is points in the stamina, so yeah, I'm not too concerned about that. Now, I didn't go properly around this way. Sweet. Not too much stuff, but you know, hey. Loot is loot. And I did shoot that guy who fell off, so we... Oh, there he is. Oh, actually, I think they're different people. I'll go and check that out afterwards. I've never noticed that. There's a whole bunch of dead bodies down there. They might have some good items on them. Is it a dodgy hitbox or is it just purely unattainable? Alright, have I got any flashy arrows just to chop him down a little bit? I've got poison and I've got fire. Yeah, let's go poison. And if I'm going poison, let's go poison with the weapon effect as well.
You're no match for our band.
Fuck, he got me good there.
Your money or your life.
Oh, nearly fell off.
You pay for that. You're no match for our band.
Yep, there we go. Oh, I just survived. It's a fucking kind of a fight. So I'll go back up since I technically didn't die. I'm just gonna... Oh no, they're too weak. Where are those +3s there? I've got 4 of them. I've still got the weapon coding active. Now, I took 4 pot shots at him with the bow, and I think I only hit him once, so that doesn't help. Being a piss poor shot.
We'll make short working.
No! You fucker. Hopefully it hasn't auto-saved in the middle of a battle. Ah, okay. It looks like I was on the way back for round 2. Miss, miss, hit, miss. A weak hit.
You're well enough.
He flicked it away with his sword.
You're only making me angrier.
I thought he hit me with like a stun or something.
You'll regret this. This is mine, Dad. We'll make sure.
Ah, there we go. Fucking hell. I like dancing around. And you can't dance around up here effectively. But anyway, okay. 2 bounties done. The other 2 are quite simple. Or easier, I should say. But we do get the Shadow Blade from him. Multiply sneak damage by ×2. We will definitely be using that. It is a one-handed sword. I'll be using it at some point, but not for a little while. But Colm's Finger Necklace, increased critical chance by 5%. Now we are at 5% right now. We can increase physical damage by 1 point, or critical chance by 5%. I think I'll just go for that. Still got the Archer's Ring, encumbrance limit, that'll do for now. Yes, we did it. We did it. Yeah, close quarters fights like that, yeah, I'm not so good, but give me a bit of space. I will dance around for half an hour to kill 1 zombie if I have to. Alright, yeah. Cool. Let's head back. So the King's Road, Rusty Yagdol, Fingerless Colm. Actually, I just remembered. There is the Druid Shrine over there, the Antlers. Now this dude's probably respawned. Fortunately, it's right beside the fast travel point, so if I don't have the antlers on me... Oh, we're going to get down to that beach again too soon and get some drowner tongues. Yeah, I don't have the antler fragments. Right down the bottom normally. I've got 1 on me. Because if I can get that movement speed multiplier, that'll be a nice buff. Alright, let's get back. Get some bounty rewards from this guy. What are you doing? Chucking rocks at the other guard.
Please,
What a
state your
champion.
business.
Regular bandits, mate. Bounties.
You're my favorite killer.
Alright, Rusty Yagdol.
You managed to kill Rusty Ardgol? Well, well. A few months back, he supposedly took out a high-ranking red priest. So the big shots of Camelot were eager to see him dead. But it was you who finally pulled it off. And from what I hear, he was a tough bastard, surrounded by a gang of killers. Congratulations, and here's your reward.
Yes, the first of many outlawed knights. Fingerless Colm.
That's the carcass of Fingerless Colm, isn't it? They've been hunting him for the slaughter of 2 keepers, and now they finally got him. Well, you have. Here's your reward.
That's right, it was all me, buddy.
Go chop off some heads. Do you keep bandits' fingers as trophies? I would.
Nah, keep their cocks. And a level up. tremendous stuff. Right, so we're at 5 for endurance. What do we reckon? Dexterity? Noise reduction? Yeah, I seem to be getting caught a lot. Making too much noise. Well, strength is nearly at 5. Yeah, more stamina. I did run out in that battle with Fingerless Com. Alright, and then dexterity to 5, and then we'll evaluate. Now, stealth or bows? Reduce noise. Yeah, if I can be a bit more stealthy by making less noise, that'd be great. Then I'll probably take that upgrade for bow stamina drain reduction by 90% next. Alright, so if we go over here, we picked up a couple of keepers tags as well. I got another tag. Ooh, 500 gold, very good. And I talked to Orla. Why can't she leave this place?
That's between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men.
Yeah, they can smell it. Alright. So let's just do a quick item dump. I have dropped off something here that I shouldn't have. Rod, axe, shovel. Pickaxe. There it is. Hunting trousers, yeah, I'll probably wear these. It's, yeah, I don't know. I won't spoil it just in case. That ring, yes, I want to put that ring on because I'm wearing the necklace there. Encumbrance limit, range damage. Yeah, bang that on. Right, so that's got our critical damage up to 169 and our chance at 13%. So 1 in 10 chance. So I was getting 15% from the bow. I think 15% extra from bow. I think a 13% overall critical hit chance rate with the damage buff that includes bow and melee. That's probably more useful to me, so I'll put this away. I should probably start using throwing knives because they do quite a bit of damage. Whoops. Give me all that food back. Give me the coatings back, the knives. Yeah, I'm not really into petrol bombs. And it'll be quicker if I just put all of that away. What's this? A decent unidentified item. Right. And Just give me all the animal stuff back for druid shrines. It's all like farming animals. Grindelow claws. Don't know about the Bugain tail, but I'll keep that for now. Drowner's heart, maybe. Healing butterfly restores 35% health. Just by itself. So 2 antler fragments I've got. I need a third. I am going to go out and just hunt deer. Trying to get this fucking druid shrine. Ah, booze as well. Booze. Get all the booze. Moonshine. Spirits. Cider. Whiskey. Wine. Ale. Blah. Alright, that'll do. Alright, let's go out, find some deer. Now, I do know a guy I can buy it off in there, but I don't want to spend money on it. I'd rather be self-sufficient. So, we go down to Marg. Here's the nearest place that I can think of. There was one deer that got away before. Hello, pig. Pork and leather, fantastic. There he is. God damn it. Alright, we'll just buy it. Plus he does give, this guy gives a couple of quests, the doctor. So we'll go deal with this guy with a toothache. Get a few, actually he does give you get a decent health potion recipe via the toothache remedy. And he sells, yeah, there's nothing more to buy from her. I think I got all the recipe books from him. Adventures of the Swan Knight, 1 of 2. Adventures of the Swan Knight, 1 of 2, yeah, so I don't need to buy that. Alright, Mr. Man with the toothache.
If you're here to see the healer, don't bother. He's a quack and a butcher who likes to watch people suffer.
Alright, that's a serious accusation.
And I mean it! He's a know-it-all from Camelot, but the truth is, he doesn't know shit.
All of those academic types think they're better than us village folk, just 'cause they read a book. We've been getting by just fine without any of their crap.
Alright, why do you say that?
I came to him with a toothache, asked him to make me something for the pain, and you know what he did? He said my tooth is rotten, and then sent me to Osbrit to get it pulled out.
Oh, poor baby. Sounds painful. I wouldn't want that either.
That, and I wouldn't trust him anywhere near my mouth. Don't get me wrong. Osbrit's a decent blacksmith, but he's no good with teeth. With one lad, it took him 3 tries before he got the right one. I'll stick to my grandma's potion for toothache. Or I would. If Heber would stop being such a dick and make it for me.
Heber. Why can't you make it yourself?
Heber took the recipe from me. And even if I had the recipe, I'm no good at mixing that stuff.
Said if I don't know how to make it, I shouldn't have it. And that he doesn't want some questionable homebrew medicine spreading through the keep.
Alright, well I can talk to you. I can talk to him for you.
You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Tooth saver, yeah? No matter.
They should have had the guy pronounce it tooth with an F. You're a tooth saver. That would have been a nice little garnish on the dialogue there. Yeah, so this guy's got an alchemy here, alchemy station right beside your stash box. Can't believe I'm on episode 3 of the Let's Play and I'm only just pointing this out now. Anyway, Jan Heber.
Oh, sorry. Do I know you? I'm terrible with faces. Either way, glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Jan Heber, a physician raised in Camelot and trained in the Royal Academy.
Alright, that recipe you were just whispering to yourself.
Is some local witchcraft I've been trying to make sense of. I guess I'll find out when I try it.
Try it on yourself.
Experience is the best teacher. Don't worry, I'm not testing anything on the others. Graham the Mad, a great Camelotian physician, used to say that a real doctor would never give his patient something he hadn't tried on himself first. A wise approach, which I follow myself.
Look at his hands going through the cup. Graham the Mad, don't you see the irony?
What irony?
Obviously not. Oh, you could try it on me.
Oh, that was unexpected. Here, take it. What will happen, I have no idea. But please, tell me, if you live to find out.
Right, Heber's elixir. Is it dangerous?
The pursuit of knowledge is always dangerous. That's why it's reserved for only the bravest of the brave. It takes true guts to face the unknown, to realize just how little you know, and how insignificant you are to the world.
So you're not a fan of the local remedies?
I was classically trained in the proper art of medicine by the scholars of Camelot. The things they do here, they make no sense. No sense at all. Most of this stuff shouldn't even be effective, yet it seems to work wonders on these simple-minded, tough-bodied people here in the South.
So why do you even study this stuff?
Shipments from Camelot are late, so I'm running low on supplies. If I'm not able to treat them, they'll start complaining. And Fergus doesn't like when people complain, especially when it comes to their health. He truly cares about them, I've got to admit. He doesn't care much about anyone else, though.
Oh, well, you look like you're in some dire need of sleep, champ.
I don't dream about anything anymore, so sleep feels like a waste of precious time. Fortunately, back in Camelot, I found a mix of remedies that can keep me awake for a whole week. It was quite popular in our study group.
Care to share a recipe?
Oh no, every physician needs his secrets. But I can sell you some if you promise not to tell any of the higher-ups.
Why wouldn't you want the leadership to know?
There are side effects. You won't fall asleep for a while, but the moment you do, well, you'll feel like you died and came back to life, only to die again. So you either take the next dose or endure it. I can endure it because I don't have a post to attend to. But our brave soldiers, well, that'd be risky.
That basically sounds like meth. And if I do tell someone?
Well, they already trust my word. I'll be sure to deny everything. Moreover, I'm in the position to raise my prices or to refuse to sell you medicine, whichever suits my mood. I'm honestly quite offended you're even asking.
Fair enough. Let's have a look at your shop. Okay, so I've got a bit of cash here. After the Conclave, Druidic Alchemy Volume 2, Strong Health Potions. And mana, but I don't care about the mana. Right. Through the Blacksmith's Eye, Weakening Blades. yeah, so just some weapon coats. We'll grab that because you know, I'm gonna have to start using some of them soon, more regularly. After the conclave, druidic alchemy, regular health potions. I mean, I can already make the potion, but I might as well buy it. And with the Alembeck among the tribes, the Picts. Locks mana at 100% for 10 seconds. Not bad. Rejuvenation potion. Increase max health, max mana, and max stamina by 15 each at the same time for 60 seconds. And Tenacious Archer. Increased bow draw speed by 100% for 30 seconds. So I'll definitely be using that one. And he's got some spells here as well. Venom Flick. Might as well buy that now. Flicker Bolt. Burning Ember I've already got. And I think I've already got Hailstone. And he has an Origin Potion there. There you go, 1500. Now, if he's got... Does he have Antler Horns? Oh, he fucking sells a whole bunch of other shit, but not the Antler Horns. Oh, what a shame. Anyway, I might have already had Flicker Bolt by the looks of that. Alright, so this is the Rejuvenation Potion and the Tenacious Archer book. Druidic Alchemy Volume 1. There we go. Cuthbert Cadwallader of the Royal Academy of Camelot. Through the Blacksmith's Eye. Weakening Blades. So yeah. Weapon effects or Chill, Poison, Burn. And what do we got here? Strong Health Potions, Druidic Alchemy Volume 2. Cuthbert Cadwallader. And Heber's Elixir. 85, 41, 55. Alright, so I didn't change any of my 3 health, mana, stamina. Status, optimal dash. Attributes. 553 and 2. Yeah, that's how I left it. Alright, didn't give me any random skill points. That feels like a big jump in my armor limits there, 22.1. I feel like that's been increased by something. Dash count is actually 4 because I've got a perk point that boosts that by 1. Right, I wonder if all those things get a 21% boost because I'm light. I've never actually noticed that before or read this part. Anyway, I'll just wait for all that stuff to... Alrighty. So There's a keeper with a toothache complaining that you don't want to help him.
Lanzo knows very well what he must do. I'm sorry, but there's nothing else I can do for him. Either he removes the tooth, or it will keep hurting.
He said something about a remedy?
Yes, his grandma's miracle medicine. I honestly don't have time for village superstitions. I had to confiscate the recipe as well, lest he tries making it himself. As if I don't have enough problems already.
Could I have the recipe?
No, I thought I made myself clear. If you want an excuse to drink yourself to oblivion on moonshine, just drink the moonshine. No need to add other potentially dangerous ingredients.
Potentially dangerous ingredients? Like what?
Well, to be fair, the base recipe is pretty harmless. But what if someone decides that if they don't have carnation, it's perfectly fine to substitute it with devil's snare, since the color is more or less the same? Or sage with wolfsbane, because, you know, leaves are leaves. I'm sorry, but unfortunately I know these people well enough not to trust them with something like this.
So if I combine moonshine, carnation and sage, I'll get the remedy?
What? How do you... You know what? Fine. Do whatever you want. But if it causes you to shit yourself for 3 days straight, don't come running to me.
So what exactly are you doing here?
Healing diseases. Sometimes cutting people open. Oh, and pulling out teeth seems to be a leading cause of concern for everyone around here. Me pulling teeth in the arse end of the world? My friends back in Camelot would laugh their brains out.
Alright, you need anything... Is there anything I can help you with?
Why would you, though? Don't you have better things to do?
Not really, not at the moment.
Well, if you're not in the mood for sharing, then I won't ask. You might have more success getting people to trust you with their personal matters if you were a little bit more forthcoming, you know?
Well... trying to get in the quartermaster's good books.
Aha, got it. So you're up for work not out of the goodness of your heart, but for your own selfish plans.
Doesn't everyone have an agenda?
Good point. That is a very good point. But all right, if you're a mercenary, then I do have a job for someone who'd be willing to risk their life in exchange for material goods.
I'll need a few more details.
Back at the academy, I found an ancient scroll written by the Druids. Forbidden knowledge, especially now, after the mob forced them all into a wicker man and burned every last one of them to ash. I finally deciphered it a little while ago. It describes a ritual that needs to be performed at night within a stone circle. And guess what? There's one in the nearby forest. I guess you already know what I need you to do,
Alright. What's the purpose of the ritual?
That is an excellent question. But I don't know. From what I've been able to decipher, it's a summoning spell to bring something or someone to our world. That being will share its great knowledge with the one brave enough to summon it. I need you to remember what it says and repeat it to me after you're back, word for word.
Why can't you go yourself?
Isn't it obvious? I'm the only medic they have here at the Horns. I'd like to see Fergus's face if he hears about me going out there.
A mob burned all the druids in a wicker man?
And here I am, thinking that everyone's already heard about the Charred Conclave. Well, it wasn't the proudest moment in our history, that's for sure. You truly don't know. At some point, the villagers all around the island decided that the Druids were responsible for the Red Death, and all other ailments of our times. They rounded them all up in a massive wicker man north of the Forlorn Swords, and burned them all to ashes. Hundreds of years of knowledge gone within the blink of an eye. But, well, that's what's bound to happen when you stop paying for people's education and invest in keeping the elites fed instead.
Alright, well let's do this. Isn't your fascination with druids illegal?
In Camelot, maybe, but this far south, nobody cares. I've spent my entire life digging through scrolls and books in pursuit of their knowledge. I've been reading about their rites and the descriptions of their rituals. Look, I'm sure they were onto something. They knew much more than we do, but it feels like there's a veil wrapped tightly around that knowledge. It's like I need to find the right spell, the right ritual, something that will unwrap it for me.
Alright, let's just have one more look at his shop here. Now he's got... He was talking about basically meth. I'm assuming it's like it must be the rejuvenation potion he was talking about. You know, give you a perk up, and then you need to take it again to get re-perked up. There you go. You know. Anyway, a few quests from this bloke. Now I need to make the toothache remedy. Where the fuck is it? Toothache remedy, there we go. Restore 80 health. Right, where are you, bro? There you are.
Ah, you're back! How's the remedy?
Here you go.
Thank you! Ah, I'll finally be able to eat something. Here, take this as my thanks for your help.
It's doubly funny that he's missing a few teeth as well. Right, he just gave us a Menhir figurine. +5 max health permanently. Thank you. Right, and an ancient scroll. Oh, very good. So it's a warning from the druids. Fantastic. Okay, well then. What do you got? I think I've got one more time for quest for this episode. One more time. I've got time for one more quest in this episode, and it will also round out episode 1 of the long play. I know I said originally like roughly 4 2-hour episodes, but episode 2 and this episode kind of going a bit long. So we're going to go to the Blood Lake. Right, switch off these poison arrows, chuck on the... chuck the copper arrows back on. Still got 30. The weirdness will be out soon. And I'm going to go get my... Now this is going to sound strange since I want to use sort of one-handed and shield. But there is a two-handed weapon that I want to get my hands on. Now, there's a whole bunch of corpses around here. What's the best way to get down there without having to double back? Fuck yeah, just wasted 2 copper arrows. This looks like, yeah, we'll just go here. Satin trousers. Alright. No Supremo items so far. So it looks like there's scumbag bandits in the village there. They're just chucking people in the blood lake. 20 health, 30, 75% health, 44, 28, 25%. We'll go for... Let's go for a flat 25 there, and there's a backup. We've got plenty of food. Right, there's one more there. Oh, there's a bit of copper here too. Yeah, 3 more chunks, so there's 30 arrows. Alright, so we're going to do the Blood Lake quest. And this is relatively easy, except for the dudes that have got laser eyes. I can't remember. Oh, he's not showing up on the thing, so yeah. Okay, he doesn't aggro until after you talk to him now. I'll talk to him at this angle just so I can dash straight backwards when he starts attacking.
You shouldn't be here. This is no place for the living. Poor sod. I pity you.
Who are ya?
I think my name was Mallory. I wandered in search of meaning, until one night, a very special dream came to me. In that dream, a beautiful, towering flower whispered to me, "You will find me, if you want me, in the garden." And so, I resolved to seek that place. This is what I found, from the rain to the gutter.
The garden?
I suppose it's what lies beyond those ever-watching, ever-listening doors. They wait for our next move. Soon, it will all be decided. When we finish our little conversation, all will be set in motion.
Ah. Oh, Jesus Christ. So the first time I ran into this, I thought, oh, fuck, look at those requirements for speech checks.
That's a good question, but I do not know the answer. I've grown weary of seeking it. Too much time spent in a loop of nasty thoughts.
What is this place?
You should not ask me. The Druids created this place. They called it the Hall of Trials, as they sought to find a worthy pet for themselves. We all wanted to see the garden, to learn something from those cunning vermin. I doubt they expected such an outcome themselves.
Why don't you just leave?
I cannot. I am bound to it for eternity.
What exactly happened here?
The slaughter has come to pass. A foul affair. Brutal beyond measure. Many lives reduced to one. Just me. All on my lonesome. Humans have a rather dreadful tendency to descend into madness, especially when forced to live among others in a cage like that one.
How many of you were here?
You could try counting. I grew tired of that long ago. We slaughtered one another until, after countless hours, I awoke from the frenzy, only to find there was nobody left to kill. Poor Alice and Edan.
Alice and Eden?
Those were the last two I killed. Those two I remember most clearly. Their bodies lie somewhere over there. It's staggering, isn't it? How many good lives have been wasted in this wretched place. Perhaps we should finish our conversation. There's no point in dragging it out anymore. If I could ask you one thing, try. Just try. I truly wish to leave this place for good.
Alright. Whee, dodgy bastard. He's got a big shield bashing lunge. Oh, hey, holy fuck. Full knockdown. Fuck me dead. 25%. I was too busy reading the fucking thing that popped up about the potion. I was trying to get a backstab. What a champion. Holy fucking hell. See? I don't mind parrying sword +1, crack shield +5, chest plate of the last man, and the face of the last man. See, I don't mind dancing around for an extended period of time, because it's, you know, that's what my skill points are for, that I've been allocating. So heavy armour, or heavy-ish armour. Increased melee damage by 3%. Yeah. Chest plate of the last man, same thing, increased by 3%. 10 armour though, so as its base once you get the requirements. A one-handed sword, a parrying sword. Successful parries deplete 105% more of the attacker's stamina. So that's probably where the knockdown was coming from. And yeah, he gave me a fourth item, but it looks like it was something that I've picked up before. Crack shield, +5. Where are the shields? Crack shield +3. Not as good as the kite shield. So, kite shield +3. Alright, onward. The burdock root, carnation. I just, yeah, definitely keep an eye out for copper and iron and things like that. Yeah, now these weird things, I think I've done this before, but yeah. Just hit them with this and they die straight away. Well, we'll do a full loop. So a piece of paper on the floor is point of reference. Weirdstone ore. Yeah, now I think you need like the... Oh, what the fuck's this guy doing? What's going on, champ?
The sealed gate. The sealed gate. The children of the garden cry.
Jesus Christ. Need to lay off the beers, mate, I think. You might have a drinking problem. Yeah, so there's Weirdstone ore. From memory, I think you talked to the Pix or the Del Riata or someone. And one of them teaches you how to craft with it. I think it's in the second area. So if you see any, definitely grab it and hang on to it. Alright, there we go, the Hall of Trials. There we go. Pridewin. Where is Pridewin? This quest is coming back to me. Alright, we're just going to go up here first because... Notes on decay and creation. No, no, we built a sanctuary, but then it turned out to be a shithole. That's essentially what it says. Alright, we'll go left to right. Alchemy station. Actually, it might be time. 1, 2, 3. Just use the toothache remedy. Fish oil. A couple of potions, thank you. Notes on the slaughter. So apparently something to do with Slaudia or something, according to one of the fellows in the keep. Mistbearer horns, weird meat. The druid's friend. Restore 50% of your mana. Right, is there anything in those jars? No. Alright, that's where we came from. Three ogre claws. I'm sure that's going to come in handy for a druid shrine. Daffodils, rose. Get some booze. There's nothing in that jar, nothing in that jar. The king is dead. That would be the natural order of things. Alright. Just a bit of an inkling that a druid's wish gem. Now what is that? So it's a necklace. Increase maximum mana by 15. I guess in the early game that could be handy, even if you are putting points into spirituality. Yeah, soul stones I'm not interested in. Old trade, carnation. Alright, that's full circle. Let's get back down here. Oh, there's another note. Note on the Seekers. Alice, Mallory, Samuel, Balek. I got some enemies down here. And what are you up to?
There is no me. There is no us.
Right. Let's try and kill as many of these Maragast as possible. Looks like I've aggroed 3 of them. He'll come back. With a vengeance. Oh, you motherfuckers. Alright, it's their fucking laser eyes you need to watch out for with these guys. As soon as you see them standing still doing nothing, that's when they're most dangerous. Yeah, slow-mo kill. Alright, where's the other one? There were 3. Oh, I must have got him with that last shot.
There is no me. There is no us.
What a champion. Looks like there's 3 Maragast and a weird spirit left. I can see one of them over there. I think I got that weird spirit on the fly. Yeah, I did. Fuckers. like to know where I shot him though, because I want their weird plasm or whatever it is they drop. That's the weird plasm doing all that damage to me. Alright. Let's kill... Nice and easy. Just hit him with the health drain. They die instantly. Oh, loot box. Thank you. Ah, there it is. Another loot box. Ah, blood trinket. Worth mentioning, consumable for the next 60 seconds. Restores 100 health whenever you kill an enemy. So if you're in the fight of your life, just kill as many as you can, and you'll just... Handy, but one use only because it's consumable. Ah yes, this is, well, let's have a chat. Pridewin.
What a grim moment this is. I had hoped that poor wretch, Mallory, would be the last unfortunate trapped by the farce we created.
Who are you?
Of course, I should feel obliged to greet you at the very beginning. My name is Pridwin, and I am the last druid in this garden, and its last living creator.
What is this place?
I know what this place used to be. But now the garden is tainted, like all of us. I assume this is the answer to the meaning we've been searching for.
What kind of meaning?
The first resurrection of Arthur shattered our understanding of the eternal cycle. It was beyond our comprehension. We needed to take a step back. And for that, we needed a place of peace. The idea of a garden reminded us of the quiet murmur. And so we created the garden. We really believed that we could reinvent humanity in a world like that.
Tell me more about the first resurrection of the king.
Unthinkable. Even now, after so many years, the king was dragged back to the land of the living whenever humanity sought its legendary protector. It turned out to be abuse. To take the memory of a life so precious and full of potential and turn it into a cruel mockery. Step by step, over and over, leading it to its inevitable degradation.
Yeah, interesting. Did you find your answers?
Not in the way I expected, but yes, I have found the answers. The source of our doom is humanity itself. It's an infinite jest and the perfect tragedy of our lives. That which makes us human is a hindrance that complicates everything. We never truly know what we are or the nature of our lives until we succumb to corruption. Whether it is born of madness or the weirdness, the result remains the same. Only then does everything begin to appear as it truly is. This place is like a terrifying mirror, and so it will remain, unless something is done to change it.
Yeah, I'd like to do these speech checks one day, so... anyway, is there anything that can be done?
What has already happened cannot be undone. There is only one thing left to do. To bring it to an end.
How can that be done?
There is a sealed gate. Beyond it lies something that must be destroyed. Whether to face this terror or not, the choice is yours. If you consider that to be your path, then here, take the seal.
Alright. What exactly lies beyond the gate?
Abomination born from a futile and wasted life. The child of our vain pursuits.
Oh, so we've just got a bunch of experience just for talking to it now. Let me just point out, that's a nice looking spear that he's holding. Fucking hell, it doesn't even auto equip the next part of the quest. Alright, what do we got? Toothache remedy, lots of food. I think that is a 40 health point potion. 25% health, yeah, let's change that up. I'm going to need something a bit stronger. 30 health is 33%, yeah, that'll do. And there's 6 of them, so... Jesus Christ. She's all sewn up. Get the first hit in. Let's crack some food, heal over time. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I'm fairly certain that dashing gives you iframes. Similar to how Souls does it. Blood abomination. What a champion. Backstab, backstab. Gotcha, bitch. Oh, shit. Alright, the abomination has been vanquished. Perhaps Pridewind will have something to say. 5 bloodstones, a blood-tainted shell, and a cursed bloodblade. Let's have a gander. So increases lifesteal by 2%. So it's a good weapon to have equipped with your life-stealing magic. And an armor relic restores 10.5 health after killing an enemy. Pretty good. I'm more of a potion and just eat a bit of food man, but I mean, each to their own. Anything of interest around here, I can't really remember. Doesn't look like it. Now, Yeah, Pridewind. So if we go back to him.
You have returned. You reek of blood. You reek of purification. You've killed our child and set the fate of the garden on a new path. So, peace will come sooner than I expected. Now, at last, I shall have quiet and slumber. Let the flower bloom in all its beauty and die as it was always meant to. Thank you, Seeker.
Oh, fucking hell. He just dies, rooted to the ground. But, there it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The spear. 3 strength, 3 dexterity. It's like very low stat requirements to have. A 2-handed spear. Increase physical damage by 100% when below 50% max mana. Pretty good. Now there's a potion of some kind that cuts your I know there's one that cuts your health down, but it gives you damage bonuses. I think it's safe to assume there's probably something that does it with mana as well, where it'll cut it in half for X amount of time, and then you get that massive physical damage bonus. But what I was doing when I was mucking around, doing a bit of warm up for this, was having that there, and having this and shield, great bow, hunting bow, thank you, just wooden arrows. Right, so I would just rip the mana down, dash backwards, switch to the spear, boom, boom. Now it's got a big wind up for the first hit, so if you start the wind up and then dash, whack, in and out. It's a pretty good weapon. It hits hard. Alright, and since but I like sword and shield for now, but yeah, when you're fighting someone like Seal of the Silent, one of the bounties, that spear's quite good because it's got a stagger effect on it. It doesn't mention it in the weapon description, but it does quite a bit of stagger. Now, there's a single-handed spear, life transfusion. Now I think that's just an upgrade. Yeah. Cool, and that just sends us back to Mallory's room. Where did Mallory go? Oh, the corpse has disappeared. Anyway, looks like he slaughtered lots and lots of people in here. Just double check, make sure these people don't have any loot. Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's get out of here. We got 1, maybe 2 level ups available. It says points. So, look at that great big eagle there. That thing that flew over the horns of the south when we got close the first time. Creepy looking thing. We'll give the spear a go on these undead fellas. Show you what it's all about. Whack, whack, whack. Whack, whack, whack. See how it sort of staggers them for a second or two? It's got a big stamina drain on it. Fucking short work of those fuckers. Yeah, I sent that other bastard. I sent him flying. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Alright, let's get back to the keep. Here we'll... Whack, whack. Start the wind-up dash. Boom. Wolf pelt. Right, now I've got 2 antlers, 2 deer antlers. I would really like it if we get the 3rd. Any of these homos came back yet? No. Now there was a deer out this way that I spooked at night, so maybe he's come back. There he is. Fucking sent him flying. His leg got stuck. Okay, I need deer pelt. Alright, now I know what's up there. I'm going to leave that for probably next episode. Come on, there's got to be a fucking... You've got to respawn eventually. That's all. Yeah, I'll just leave all that for future episodes. Let's just get back to the keep, get this level up, put some stuff away. But yeah, there we go. I've got, this is one of the weapons I'm gonna use for the, I don't want to say the entire playthrough, but definitely for the first area. I've hinted at it, but Cilia the Silent, her armor set is what I'm also going to be using well into, or for the rest of the first area once I kill her, regardless of whether I get the it's got a high perception requirement, I think. But yeah, even if I don't have it, I'm still going to chuck it on because it looks sweet. And there's a one-handed spear, magical spear, that I'm going to get at the start of the next episode, if I remember correctly where it is. So yeah, that's the plan. And if I just bring up the map, Cilia the Silent, Senan the Giant, that's the ogre that Cillian told us about, the bounty hunter man. The Silk Road, that's for Orlaith. Gathering Ethereal Cobwebs, that was from Marg. Lost Things, now I still need to steal something for that impy witch lady, whatever she is. And I'm going to go down. I haven't fully explored the beach yet. I can't believe I've not done that yet. So yeah, from memory, if I do all this at the start of next episode, which will be episode 2 for the long play coincidentally, there is a a man somewhere, maybe in this area. There's a druid. Maybe he's here. This looks like where he hangs out. I think that's where you get a really, really good one-handed spear, and that's the other one-handed weapon. That's the one-handed weapon with shield I'll be using. Alright, so let's drop some stuff off. Yeah, I forgot. Bang. Alright, it's going to take up 1.2, but this is what it boosts. The lifesteal spell. Parrying sword, we'll put that away. I want to keep all that. I've got the hiccups, my apologies. No, I don't need all those spells. Right, so Mallory's helmet, Mallory's armor. Yeah, once I get consumable, Mistbearer horn, blood trinket. Yeah, I want to store that. I do not accidentally want to consume that. Spoiled meat. Put that away. Blood clot. Monster blood. Rose. Resin, weird meat, keep a hold of that. Mandrake, store. Weird stone, store that. Bloodstone, broken arrows, burnt skin. Yeah, I don't think that counts as an animal product. A gold maggot. Jade, copper ore, leather. Antler, fucking still one antler fragment away. I really want that movement bonus. Anyway, I'll finish up the episode by doing the level up we just got. One available point. Alright, dexterity it is. You get that noise reduction under 50% there, so we'll be able to sneak a lot better now. Range damage, attack speed nearly 1.4. And I said the next point was going into this. Holding a drawn bow is reduced 90%, so the stamina drain that is. If you've got to readjust with the drawn bow, it'll be a little bit cheaper. And I think this guy's part of a quest too, but yeah, we'll talk to him next episode. Alright, well, this is the end of episode 3 for the shorter versions. Hang on, let me put the Beast of the Spear on. End of episode 3 for the shorter versions. End of the first episode for the long play. All 3 episodes mashed together. I hope you're enjoying, and I look forward to playing some more of this Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers. Thanks for watching. Bye.